We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun here. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Gibbs. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back now, pressure on its way. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Now a pitch to Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Trying for it with Penix. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. He lays out for it and makes the catch. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st down, here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 16. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons have a great 1st drive and get the game's 1st points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. wk1 on for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. All lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
One of the tight ends motioning right. to throw here on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10 now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. We'll look to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play action. Here's Penix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. Neither... Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's trying to push the field. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is complete to Gibbs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw it. It's his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. New set of downs for him from the 46. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. Just feel their creativity. Right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact that time with a sack.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Still going past the 40. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives the Lions the first. From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A give left side for Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And that one's going to hit the turf. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Lions making the call for their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fox now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. Broke through the tackle. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. From the 37. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Penix working from the gun. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters into his own hands.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throw reeled in by London. And that's good for a gain of 5. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Penix made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing a 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 35 on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Punt team on the field. Jack Fox will kick it away. So no return on that punt. And the Falcons will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Rolling into enemy territory. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From the great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Robinson on the inside give. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Oh, stiff arm. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Here with Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Penix here from the gun. The throw is caught. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive. The trusty tight end.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Handoff, Matt Robinson. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying for it with Penix. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one... First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run it with Bijan. Is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Wku all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 now. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. He'll throw it. He's on the move. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on 1st. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Jukes one defender. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down, it's Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons looking like they'll start this season with a win. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. He's throwing deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we're looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Pass play coming here. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Pass play now. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 16.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Completed to his running back. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. They'll throw it again. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. That is Lewis Seen. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. That throw intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. An option give to Robinson. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. And here's a timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. All right, one more snap to play here. He's dropping back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he'll heave this one deep down the right. That's complete inside the 35.